Welcome back to in.pencil Plays. Today we're doing another fun little game playthrough. Kind of a game. It's the Legend of Zelda Trivia Challenge, which is a challenge from Camp Hyrule, an online summer camp type thing that Nintendo did in the early days of the internet, like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I believe this is from 2005 when Twilight Princess was the theme of the camp. This was on archive.org, and I thought I'd play it. I love playing like Zelda related flash games, and I believe that's what this is, so link to it should be in the comments or something. But let's go ahead and see if I am a Zelda expert. And you can see I've got it blown up, so it's a little, the pixels are crunchy, but that's because it's from 20 years ago. So let's go ahead and play. I hope you're ready. And if you want to, before we get started, you can go ahead and play and see how well you did, because it might be the same questions no matter how many times you play it. So we're going to begin in 3, 2, 1, click. That didn't work. 3, 2, 1, click. There it goes. Okay, first question. What is the item found in level 5 of the first quest in The Legend of Zelda? So this is the first game. Level 5. Okay. Magical Rod, I believe, is like level 8. Or that's the book. Blue Ring, I think you buy the Blue Ring. It might be a recorder. Is it bow? I think you get bow sooner than that. I'm going to go recorder. Correct. Awesome. Let's see. What do you do to enter your name to... Wait, what do you enter as your name to access the second quest in The Legend of Zelda? Well, it's my favorite story thing of the whole series is that the name of the game is The Legend of Zelda, and it asks you your name. If you put in what you think may be the name of the game, Zelda, you get the harder version of the game. Like, so hard. I've never beaten, without a lot of help, I've never beaten the second quest in The Legend of Zelda. But the answer is, of course, Zelda. Who is the final boss of The Adventure of Link? It's not Ganon. And it's not Aghanim. He's in a lot of those. Ganon is the final boss. Aghanim is, of course, in Link to the Past, but not the final boss. Thunderbird is the final boss, you think. Thunderbird is a hard boss, and then you have to turn around and beat Link's Shadow. Guess I'm adding on some time and some fun to these questions. What is the name of the island in which Link's Awakening takes place? Link's Awakening, I know that game so well, and it's, of course, Cullet. That's from Majora's Mask, that's from Oracle of Ages, and that's from Oracle Seasons. I could get these backwards. I think that's Oracle Seasons and that's Oracle of Ages, but I could be wrong on that. But this is definitely Link's Awakening. Okay, we're doing good so far. What song must Link play to wake the Windfish in Link's Awakening? Well, that's easy. That is from Majora's Mask. That is from Wind Waker. And that is from Ocarina of Time, but Ballad of the Windfish is from Link's Awakening. Though I think there is a version of the Ballad of the Windfish in Majora's Mask. Which boss appears in the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time? Spirit Temple, Water Temple, Forest Temple. Volvagia is the Fire Temple. Who teaches you Epona's song in Ocarina of Time? That's Saria's song. She doesn't teach you a song. He just teaches you that you have to wake him up all the time, but it's Malon or Milan. I like Milan better, but I think it's Malon. Oh no. I see this one. Oh no. What is the name of the kangaroo friend that helps out Link in Oracle Seasons? So I've beaten Oracle Seasons like 3 or 4 times. I really love this game. But it's been many, many years since I beat it. Okay, it's not Epona. Moosh, I think is the bear. Dimitri, I think is the whatever floats. I think it's Ricky. I think Ricky is the name of the kangaroo, but I don't know. And the kangaroo loses his boxing gloves to the guy Blano, I think, and Blano's one of the bosses in Link's Awakening, who was a hard boss. And when I first played that game, I quit because I could never beat him, and he was in like the last dungeon. He was the mini boss of the last dungeon. I could not beat him. And I just quit the game for a while and came back after a few years, and he's a tough boss, but Ricky is the answer to this one, I believe. Yes, I was right. I love that. Who is the Oracle of Ages? Great question. It's not Zelda. Okay, Nehru, Furore, and Din. Okay, one of these three is not in it because, they couldn't do Mystical Seed of Courage. If you're watching this, I assume you already know what I mean when I say Mystical Seed of Courage, but the Oracle series is going to be 3. Couldn't get it to work, so they cut it down to 2, and that was its translated name from Japanese of what it was originally going to be called. So it's Oracle of Ages, so Courage. Who's the Din's Fire, Furore's Nehru's Nehru's Love would be Wisdom. Furore's Wind, Courage. Din is Power. Furore is Courage, and Nehru is Wisdom. Ages. Ages, would that be Wisdom or Power? I don't know. I literally do not know. I want to go with Furore. Oh, it was Nehru. Yeah. That's tricky. I need to play those games again. See, I'm not perfect, and hopefully this lets you know that I'm not cheating. Like, knowing all the answers before I showing off. What is Link's title in The Wind Waker? Hero of Time, Hero of Winds, Hero of Light, Hero of Water. It's the weirdest name. It's Hero Winds. Hero of Time is Ocarina, and I don't even know if the other two are things. What usable item other than your sword and bow are absolutely necessary to defeat Ganon in Legend of Zelda for the NES? It's the silver arrows, right? You don't need a boomerang. You don't need bait. You do need bait in the game to proceed in the game. I think you need the Book of Magic to proceed. I don't know if you ever need the boomerang, but you only need the silver arrows to defeat Ganon. And you only need 3, right? I don't know. What item must you return in order to learn the jump spell in the Adventure Link? Man, I only beat this game once in my life, and it's been many years. I beat it as an adult, but Water of Life, Child, Trophy, or Mirror. Jump. It'll be later on in the game. Child, I think you get early in the game. Let's try Water of Life. Oh, it's the trophy. Yeah, I didn't know that one. Didn't know. What animal does Terran turn into in Link's Awakening? Well, that's a raccoon. Like a tanuki suit. Terran has a look of Mario, and he's wearing a tanuki suit. At least that's what I've heard as a potential of what they're doing there. It's really hard to figure out what's going on at Link's Awakening. That's why I love the game so much. It's so weird. What is the name of the blue cuckoo in Ocarina of Time? Choo Choo. That'd be funny. Are Choo Choo's in Ocarina of Time? I don't remember. These are in Majora's Mask, but it's Kochiro? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not great with Japanese. What item makes you run faster in Majora's Mask? Greatest item you'll get, and that is, of course, the bunny hood. Oh, thank goodness that was right. Otherwise, that would have looked really bad. Which of the following is not a form of the nightmares you encounter inside the Windfish's egg in Link's Awakening? I'm glad there are a lot of Link's Awakening questions because there's been 5 of them. There are only 20 questions, and half of them, 5 is not half of 20. Anyway, yes, you get that one. Yes, you get that one. Yes, you get that one. But no, you do not get a Dodongo. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. What are the correct directions to successfully navigate the Lost Woods in The Legend of Zelda? Which way do you go for? Well, it looks like it has to be north first. Okay, so we go up, then we go left. Left is... I get left, east and west mixed up. Left would be west in this, I guess. Yeah, so it'd be northwest, so it's one of these two. Then you go south. And then you go west again, so it would be northwest, southwest, right? Right? Right. Okay, good. A little scared there. What item absolutely cannot be earned before defeating Vati and Minish Cap? Oh. Oh, man. Okay, hold on. I beat this like a... Went back and beat this recently, well, like a year ago, but you get the Master Sword beforehand. Do you get a Mirror Shield or Light Arrows? Wait, it's... So you get Remote Bombs. I know that because Remote Bombs are really great items to have in those final... When you're facing off against the Dark Nuts, because you can just put it behind them, push them back up against them, and like hit the bomb, and it knocks them over, and you can attack them. So Remote Bombs are great. I love the Remote Bombs, and I get those as soon as I can. But it's like Big Goron, right? Because he's like, you can't do anything with me yet. So if it's Big Goron, it would be a sword. But it's not the Master Sword, and it's not Remote Bombs, so it's either Light Arrows or Mirror Shield. Do you need Light Arrows in this game? Why else would you need Light Arrows? Do you need a Mirror Shield in this game? I think Big Goron is the one who makes it, and so I'm going to say Big Goron. I call him Big Goron, and some people say Big Goron. I just think it flows better to say Big Goron. I want to say he's going to make the Mirror Shield. Oh, I was right. I did not know that. That was an absolute guess. Educated guess, but a guess. What is the name of the evil wind mage in the Four Swords series? Four Swords is a great series. Four Swords is actually the weakest of the game. I really like Four Swords Adventure. Or Four Swords Adventures. I think it's Adventures. Four Swords, the original game, it has to be multiplayer. That's not fun. But Minish Cap is probably the best game in that trilogy, and I love Vati. Vati is such a great enemy. This guy's not an enemy. This guy's a bad guy in Link's Awakening. This guy's a bad guy in A Link to the Past. But the answer is Vati. Correct? Boom. How many more do I got? At least one. What is the name of Link's hat in the Minish Cap? Well, that is his... Tattle is his companion in Majora's Mask, and the sister of Tail. So you have in Majora's Mask the two fairies together, Tattletale. So funny. Navi, I call her Navigate. It's Ocarina of Time. Did you know how many puns there are in the fairies in the Zelda series? Tingle, I don't know what Tingle is, but Eslo. Tingle's 18 of 20. We can talk about Tingle at another time, but hey, 18 of 20. That's cool, and you can say blah, 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 blah. You discovered the Stumpy Stone. You're notified and you expect the Stumpy Stone to be placed on the Camp Hyrule map. See? Camp Hyrule. So, how did you do? I got 18 of 20. I think that means I am really good at this game. And I guessed on like 3 or 4 of them because no, I'm not that good at all this trivia. But anyway, that was fun. I guess you could play again. Is this the exact same questions? Let's see. Blah. Yeah, looks like the exact same questions. What happens if we just get them all wrong? Yeah, it's all the exact same questions. But I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed this. It was fun. And if you got any ideas of other things I should play, other like these Flash type games or old internet games, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, hope you have a good, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. I don't know where I said that. I hope you enjoy whatever you watch next, and you can watch some of our stuff here, or you can find other things out there. There's a lot of good videos out there. Have fun. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.